Augustine with the touch of dreams, and he's completely turned Johnny Evans there. Could go for goal from here. Still Augustine cuts this one back. It is absolutely brilliant from Augustine. Not gonna lie, this game's second half has been a completely different fixtures. Here's Augustine, big chance from left foot, bang! Let's go, Leeds United have taken the lead. So, here we are back again, episode number 12 of the Leeds United Career Mode series. Just 2 episodes to go and we'll be wrapping up season 1 of the Leeds United Career Mode series. Today's episode, we're trying to make the push for a European spot in next season's Europa League. But it's going to be extremely difficult with Arsenal and Everton above us, but we're going to give it everything in these final 7 games. Of course, last episode was pretty important for us even on the transfers front as we signed the youngster Joseph Gelhardt. A lot of people were asking me why I made this happen. Well, in real life, Leeds United did end up signing the youngster, so it only made sense for us to bring him in to Leeds United for next season. We're going to try and get through the entire month of April in today's episode, and we do have some interesting games. This one against Arsenal is going to be massive at the Emirates Stadium. You guys know my form lately has been pretty terrible. Last episode we were losing and dropping points left, right and center. That needs to change in today's epi. So if you guys are enjoying the Leeds Career Mode series, keep the support coming in by dropping a like in the video. If you guys can smash out 3,000 likes, that'd be incredible. Subscribe if you're new around here and let's get this underway. Press conference time, and if you guys want to see your questions being answered, drop them down in the comments section below. First one of the day. Will you make Calvin Phillips captain next season because he is Leeds' biggest talent in a long time? That's a good question. Next season, Liam Cooper would most likely not be a starter for us. If we want to take this club to the next level, we can't have Liam Cooper, who's 74 rated, not really going to grow into a better player. There's just no point having him in the first team, so we'll need to look elsewhere. And Calvin Phillips could just be the man to captain this team. We've got other options as well. Players like Alioski who could take the armband. Augustine has been in incredible form, but to be fair, I feel like it's just only fair that we give the armband to Calvin Phillips. Of course, the ultimate decision will be made next season who will be our captain, but let me know in the comments section who you guys think should be our captain for next season. But for me, Calvin Phillips is ahead in the race for the armband. Next up, Brooks won't grow if he's played out of position. Use the cheat engine to make him a right mid cam and a central midfielder. So you guys have been noticing that we've been playing David Brooks as a cam, as even a central midfielder, even as a right midfielder. And we've done this for the last, 7-8 months in this series, basically since the start. And you're right, it's time we change his position and give him all the other positions he has been played in for us. So there you go, with the help of the cheat engine, I've given him the right mid, the cam and the central midfielder position. And this way his potential shouldn't really be affected whenever we play him in various different positions. And it's kind of realistic for us to do this because for the last 7 or 8 months we've been using him in different positions. Now, if this was FIFA 21, we could do this directly in game because there is a player position changing mechanics. So yeah, that's pretty cool that it's coming for FIFA 21. But for now, we're going to use the, cheat engine to get this sorted. But there you go. David Brooks is now going to be a midfielder as a cam, a central midfielder. I'm going to keep his default position still as a right midfielder. Next up, do you think you've got a chance to qualify for the Europa League this season? Ooh, that is a tricky one. That is a really tricky one. At the moment, we're 9th in the Premier League. To qualify for Europa League, we need to finish either 5th, 6th or 7th. And that is a really, really tough ask. Especially considering we're 9 points behind Arsenal, 3 behind Everton. It's going to be really, really difficult getting into that 5th, 6th or 7th position. It all depends on how we perform in our upcoming games, because we know those teams are going to drop points. If we can go on a brilliant run of form, it might just be possible. You just never know in the Premier League. So we're going to have to keep our head down, focus on each game by itself and just move from there. A win against Arsenal could be a great stepping stone to get this done. Press conference done, let's move on. The hero of this series, the main man up top, our target man, Jean-Kevin Augustine. What a player. Yet another player of the episode award for the Frenchman as he continues to score goal after goal after goal for us. 17 goals this season already, and it's just outrageous how good he is. And well, he picks up yet another player of the episode award. A quick talk about our youth academy. Can I just say how pointless it's been this season? Because Mackenzie Fredericks, with that 3-star experience and 3-star judgment, has only disappointed us. He's had one player that was remotely looking good in terms of potential. But then, look at that, his potential has dropped between 70 and 84. We're just going to release him now. There's no point keeping him. It just goes to show, man, that having a 5-star experience, 5-star judgment, youth scout is so important. But to get the funds to make that happen, man, is going to be so difficult. So for now, I don't really think we're going to make use of the Youth Academy. We'll have to find a solution next season. We've only got a couple of episodes left and 7 games to go in the Premier League, which means we need to start completing some of our objectives. And I'm hoping in this episode we can get done with the David Brooks challenge as well as completing the taking control objective. So that if we just complete those 2 objectives, we'll get an additional 10 million for next season. So let's get it done. It's now time for the big fixtures. We take on Arsenal away from home at the Emirates Stadium. If we win here, the gap is closed down to, of course, 6 points. But of course, Arsenal do have a game in hand over us. But we close down the gap with Everton as well if we manage to get a win here against Arsenal. It's going to be difficult, but you know, our form against the big boys usually has been good. But I think Arsenal are one of the teams that did beat us this season. So if we can beat them at the Emirates, that'll be lovely. Now, look at this, guys. Our form recently has just been horrendous. We got slapped by Everton. We did beat Southampton, but a draw against Sheffield. And then, of course, a draw against Leicester, which you guys saw, which was just, oh my god, what a game that was. And then Wolves as well, a defeat. So we've been in terrible form, and I'm hoping we can respond here. Now, I've got to make some really difficult decisions for this one against Arsenal. What formation to go with, 4-1-4-1 or the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. But I feel like Nketiah has been doing really well in training. He's growing quite a bit in his overall. Let's start him against Arsenal and just see how he plays against this former club. That's why he starts up top along with Augustine, Brooks and Cam. And I'm trusting the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. We've got Saka playing against his former club as well. Of course, he's only on loan here, so he will go back to Arsenal. But if he can help us out here with the win, that'd be brilliant. This is our team. We're going for the win. And that is the Arsenal team we're facing. I am confused on why Aubameyang is starting out wide and not Martinelli. David Neres playing Cam, Nicola Pepe out on the right side. I remember Pepe absolutely destroyed us in one of the games we played against him, so we've got to be careful of that. So much pace in their attack, a solid midfield as well. Their defense looks a bit shaky, I'm not gonna lie, so we'll see what happens, but that's a good Arsenal team. The only win we got in the last episode was a game where we simulated, so on the pitch we couldn't get a win. I'm hoping that's different today because I want to win some games, man. It kind of feels a long time since we've put in a good performance and taken home all 3 points, and let's hope this could be the game where we make that happen. I'm really worried about the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation in this game because the pace Arsenal have got down the wings, they could really expose us. This formation, man, sometimes it is just unbelievable, and the other times defensively it could leave you in really tight spaces. So I don't know, we'll see how it works this time around. So far though, we're winning the possession battle, which is certainly nice as Pablo looks for Augustine, whose turn is superb. Still Augustine goes for goal, but really couldn't generate enough power on that weaker left foot. But good to see us create something. That's a big positive. Oh, Aubameyang with a touch of dreams. Still Aubameyang on the attack here. And Martinelli, oh my god, Casilla fires that one away. And Foyt makes a block. I have no idea what's going on there. Wow, how did we avoid conceding? Unreal scenes. But honestly, I was ready to be disappointed there because I thought Martinelli was 100% going to score. But thankfully we recovered and Foyt did well as well. So we somehow avoid conceding there. Oh, Arsenal have opened up so much space here. I think Aubameyang is offside. No, he is on. Foyt makes a block regardless. But I think Aubameyang was caught offside there. But man, this formation might be a mistake because Arsenal are getting in behind way too easily. Here goes Augustine, does well. Releases this one for Nketiah. Back inside for Augustine. The dribbling is on point. Goes for goal. But once again, his left foot lets him down there. Nketiah did really well to support Augustine. But if that left foot was a bit better, that would have been in the back of the net. It's been a very interesting game against Arsenal here. Both teams have had a fair share of chances. And I think we've had the better opportunities with Augustine, but we haven't been able to convert them. But I'm confused. Second half, do we go with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow or do we switch to a different formation? Because on the wings, I do feel I'm a bit exposed, but I kind of want to run with a 2-striker formation because I feel like Augustine could have that big moment and that could change the game for us. So, you know what? I'll stick with my guns. Now it is Nketiah. Sees Pablo Hernandez. Good touch to bring it inwards. Still Pablo looks for Brooks. Another clever touch there from him. That's a lovely pass into Augustine's path, who is somehow onside, but he misses. That is not what Augustine does. This game he's missed 3 really good chances. This one hits the side netting. That pass from David Brooks was genuinely world class, and we really should have made it 1-0 there. This is where I have problems now, because Arsenal are opening us up with Gabriel Martinelli. We've got to defend this. Now it's Pepe. We got to win the challenge here. Foyt is doing well, keeping hold of Neres, and wins the tackle brilliantly, but gives it away cheaply. No! Calvin Phillips clears it away, thankfully. Good lord, defending against pacey wingers, man, it is just so difficult on this game. Saka. We're keeping possession well in this one. Nketiah looks now for Pablo Hernandez. Takes it wide. Goes for goal. Big block coming in from Arsenal. But Pablo gets the ball back. Looks for the cutback. It's brilliant. Has to be a goal. David Brooks, right place, right time. And the Welshman scores a crucial goal for us in the Premier League as we take the lead at the Emirates Stadium. We're getting a bit of revenge on Arsenal. That play there from Pablo Hernandez is exactly why I haven't sold the Spaniard. He's got that flash of brilliance which can really help you out in situations there. The dribbling was on point, controlled it well, fired the cross back in, and it was as easy as it gets for David Brooks. That wasn't gonna be a difficult goal because the keeper wasn't even in the proper position. Fires it home. Leeds United take a big lead against Arsenal. Come on. The real question now is if we can withstand this pressure from Arsenal, because they are pushing forward with a lot of men here. As Martinelli with a chance here goes for David Neres. Foyt with a big block, but this pressure is super intense as even Augustine gets a booking for an earlier challenge. This is not good. This is not good. We've given way too much space here for Ceballos. Ben White with the sliding block. Unreal scenes as we somehow avoid conceding there. Look at that for a challenge from Ben White. I'm sure that was going in. Ooh, that was stressful. Alright, the job's not done yet. We've got to get rid of this set piece. Saka, what is he doing? Get the ball away, someone! Oh my god, this is too stressful. Kiko Casilla with a big save. And finally, the ref has blown the whistle for full time. We walk away with a 1-0 win. And this was stressful as hell. We really had to work hard for this, but I'm glad we've won a game. It's taken us a while. Last episode, we couldn't win a single game. And we've started off today's episode with a big win over Arsenal. We're still in 9th place after that result. The gap between us and Arsenal is just too much. Us and Everton as well, especially considering those teams have a game in hand. But anyways, up next, we've got a game against Brighton, who are 15th in the league. We got to continue winning, man, because that's the only way we'll have half a chance of making it for European football next season. Leeds United versus Brighton. I am making a few changes to the team. First of all, Bamford comes into the lineup. I know he's been sold and he won't be here next season, but we still can use him for this season, and he's a really good player to have. He's done well whenever we've given him the opportunity. Brooks still keeps his place. Billy Gilmore gets a chance to shine in this one. I'm using Saka as a left back. We've got Foyt as our right back. Cooper is back in the team. Let's make it 2 wins in 2 games. I'm once again sticking with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation because against a team like Brighton who are going to try and counter you, I feel like having that ability to dominate and control the midfield and having like 2 strikers could be key. Oh, another chance here for Brighton. Ben White gets it away. They might still have a chance here. Kiko Casilla with a big save. I have no idea what just happened there in that run of play, but we avoided conceding. Neil Maupay on the attack now. Oh, he's completely done me there, but he's taken the ball too wide. Cross comes in though. That's good defending from us, and so far we've had to defend well because we just can't seem to get the ball. I guess this formation is not working against Brighton. We might have to switch things up at halftime if things keep going this way. Oh wow, they've completely destroyed my defense there. I think we've kept Neil Maupay onside there, but a big save from Kiko Casilla prevents us from conceding. He's having a monumental episode today because he saved pretty much everything that's come at him. We got ourselves a free kick from a pretty good position, but 23 yards might just be too much to do something, but let's just see if I can get this one up and under with Brooks. You guys have been telling me to take free kicks with Brooks, but yeah, we need James. We need James as soon as possible. With the way we're playing, we need to make changes for the second half, and that's exactly what I've done. We're going back to the 4-1-4-1 formation. The 4-1-2-1-2 narrow just wasn't clicking against Brighton, so we've brought in Alioski. Saka will play as a left midfielder. Helder Costa comes on. Brooks moves into midfield. And let's just hope we can find the breakthrough. Brooks does really well there. Back to Augustine. See some support here from Pablo. I could maybe go back for Augustine. And I do, but he couldn't control the ball. He's not really had the best of episodes today, which is such a surprise. Normally, he'd control that ball and probably score, but it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I'm really struggling in this game, guys. There's no two ways about it. I can barely create any chances. And getting the ball even is such a struggle. And they're pressing me so well. And there's just no outlet for a breakthrough as well. Like, look at this. I'll go for the long ball. He'll probably catch up to me. There you go. Look at that. Bissouma just caught up to me there. I just don't know how am I supposed to break this team down because pace is clearly not working. And they're such a well-oiled and well-balanced team. They've got like all the right players in the right positions, and it's so difficult to play my football. Looks like we're going to be dropping points here. Oh my god, Neil Maupay might have the chance here to win this game for Brighton. I don't know how to defend this. I seriously don't. There was a player open as well. And in the 92nd minute, we concede. And we're going to be taking the L here against Brighton. Oh god. So frustrating, man. I don't know where's Brighton getting this energy, because their players just weren't getting tired at all. They were running around. Full stamina, full game. Aaron Moy was literally everywhere on the pitch. Yeah, it was painful, and fair enough, I guess. Brighton have taken the lead and they're walking away with all 3 points. Tough defeat to take, but honestly, it was completely well-deserved because we were awful in this game. Just nothing worked. Maybe the players were tired after that Arsenal game, but yeah, it was bad. It was really bad from us in this one. I mean, this sums it all up. We had 0 shots on target and 42% possession. Just abysmal. Next up, we take on Brentford, a game that we are going to simulate because they're in the relegation zone. They're getting battered by every team they face, and there you go. We get ourselves a 2-0 win. And by the way, Brentford shouldn't even be in the Premier League in this series, because I remember what I did was I just went for the 3rd place team in the championship and put Brentford in because the playoff final hadn't been played yet, and I think Fulham won the playoff final, so technically it should be Fulham in the Prem, but hopefully they'll be here next season. We're still 9th in the Premier League, and I'll be honest guys, I just can't see ourselves making it to even 7th spot, because Leicester and Everton have a 6-point advantage over us. We'll need them to drop points in a couple of games, and that seems to be difficult, all while we need to expect ourselves to go perfect. So yeah, I'm not too keen on my Europa League chances. Anyways, we have a 10-point gap over Wolves, so at the very least, we've guaranteed ourselves a top half finish. For this next game against West Ham, I'm going back to the 4-1-4-1 formation. I've been using the 4-1-2-1-2 Nado for the last 2 games, and it's not been that impressive, so this formation has worked wonders for us this season. We'll give it a go once again. Leeds West Ham, Augustine up top. He's had a bit of a rough patch lately, and I'm hoping in this game he can, get back to scoring ways. So let's go out there and pick up all 3 points. Lanzini's just gotten a pace boost out of nowhere. Still Lanzini looks for the pass for Haller. He's offside. He's 100% offside. Oof, that was stressful. Not the start we needed, but I'm glad it's offside. Here we go now. Brooks, who's had a really good episode. Costa looks for Augustine. Has to be a goal, and there you go. That is the Augustine we know and love, as he's just scored to make it 1-0 against West Ham. That's the celebration we've only seen once in this episode, which is not common because he scores so many goals, but this was a really good finish. I think Helder Costa, no, it was Roberts actually with the assist, but a lovely finish right there from the Frenchman, and that is what, his 18th goal this season. Come on, we needed this. We needed an early goal. The amount of times we've conceded literally after scoring is just crazy. That's something I want to avoid in this game, so let's try and keep hold of our lead for as long as possible. Phillips now looks for Saka. That's what you want to see. Saka has gotten in behind the West Ham defense. He's completely bamboozled that defender. Looks for the pass inside, and it was to Calvin Phillips of all players, but Saka's pace there with the West Ham defender went tumbling to the ground. Lanzini on the ball, looks inside for Declan Rice, who shoots well, and Kiko Casilla, who's had one hell of an episode, continues to make save after save. A clean sheet against Arsenal and a clean sheet potentially now against West Ham. Let's hope he can pull it off. Corner, Felipe Anderson to take this one. Ben White with a strong clearance, but the chance is still on here for West Ham. It's Bowen with a shot. Blocked off. Haller shoots again. He scored, but he's offside for the 2nd time in this game. Whew. We've kept possession really well in this game. That's something to, be proud of, because ever since we took the lead, we knew West Ham were going to push us, but we controlled this game from practically start to finish, and that's been something commendable. Oh god, we've given away a late chance for Declan Rice. He could be scoring. Kiko Casilla saved us from being embarrassed there at the death. Oh god. We controlled the game literally so well, but in the end we gave away one chance. We needed our keeper to step up, and he's basically saved us a couple of points there. Brilliantly done by Kiko Casilla. With that, it's full time, and we walk away with a 1-0 win over West Ham. It was a hard-fought game, a really difficult one. Augustine's goal is the difference. Look at the stats. We had 1 shot, 1 on target, and that was the goal. Incredible. 56% possession as well, so that's pretty cool. I think with the results in today's episode, we've basically guaranteed ourselves a top half finish, because mathematically, Sheffield United cannot overtake us, so that's something good that we've done in this episode. But on the other hand, I think Leicester City have also secured Europa League football, or they're going to fight really tight with Everton. But yeah, we're not getting Europa League next season, so that's a bummer, but it is what it is. At least we're finishing top half, which is a lot better than what we expected at the start of the season. Now, next episode's gonna be massive because we're gonna be wrapping up the Premier League season. Moving on to season 2, we're gonna have an end of season awards ceremony. So stay tuned for the next episode, which is gonna be the season 1 finale. Now, we did make a fair bit progress with our season objectives. We've basically mathematically secured top half finish in the Premier League, so that helps us with one of the objectives. We're 2 goal contributions away from completing the David Brooks challenge. One more game with 55% plus possession, and we're done with the taking control objective as well. The player of the episode discussion is going to be a bit different today. It's going to be defenders who are going to be highlighted because today's episode 1-0, 1-0 loss, and then a 1-0 win again. So you know why defenders are going to be highlighted. First of all, Kiko Casilla, one hell of an episode from the Spaniard, made so many saves, made a last minute save against West Ham as well, had to be nominated, and Ben White as well, who I thought was outrageously good throughout the course of this episode. So it's between the two of them. Let me know in the comments section who you think deserves to win the Player of the Episode award. With that, time to wrap up today's episode of the Leeds Career Mode series. If you guys are enjoying the series, keep the support coming in by dropping a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and well, I'll catch you all next time.